As I said, known as Mr. Dread, you're passionate about promoting the use of natural African hair. The concept of the company was conceived in 1992, and afrocentric design was born in 1994, the same time as we celebrated our first democratic elections in South Africa. Any significance that as we were becoming integrated into the Western world, your company was born? Actually, we started in the 90s, 1990. But as we were moving along trying to penetrate the market, that's when, 1994, we registered the company. Tell me a little bit about the growth of the company, because it's not just about dreadlocks, it's about natural hair and promoting natural hair. Right. What we saw in the market, people were more going towards Eurocentric beauty standards, so we wanted to bring back the Afrocentric beauty standard. Straightening their hair, perming their hair. Yeah. That's right, yeah. So we didn't want to motivate that a lot. Now we had to bring people who said, like, your hair beautiful, you can make your hair very beautiful, as natural as it is. Hence, I concentrated on the product that will make your hair can grow longer with your locks, but when you do your relaxers, they grow up to a certain length, and then we have to cut the split ends, can't grow any longer. So hence we said, let's go into this, and also to maintain your afro, your natural afro, if you want to leave it like that. So we have to come with a product that can maintain that. Also the braids as well. If you got braids, also have to maintain those hairstyles. So hence we introduced the Afrocentric design products. You tried to change perception. Have you managed to get any headway? Yes, I'll be honest. In the beginning, it was not easy. People were resisting because they didn't want to look like a Rastafarian, the dirty look, all the negative concept that we have. But now, if you see now, every third person you meet in the street has got locks. So now the whole thing has changed. Yeah. Are white people and people of other races are also
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. As long as
becoming more popular?
It's more popular on them. You see, a lot of white clients, they come, but now the people don't understand that we can lock white hair, because all we do, we just back home, tease the hair, convert it into an afro, and then we start twisting the hair and then form into locks.
Let's talk about the money aspect of it. It's very labor intensive. Just talking to someone earlier, they said they spent 9 hours doing their hair for a total cost of 350 Rand. I mean, does that add up for you? I mean, how do you make money in this business?
You see, I'll be honest, there are those people who go to the, at home where somebody, but if you go to the salon, we're not going to charge you 300 Rand for 9 hours. Definitely the same service you charge about 1,000 Rand, 1,200, even more than that.
So what type of markup are you putting in terms of what it's costing you to do this from a labor perspective, from the braiding perspective?
The labor, yes. The labor, first of all, the material that you're using, it's not very expensive. Maybe if you're using the braids, it's synthetic, but it takes a lot of time, as I say, about 9 hours. Then we calculate that time, whereby end of the day, the client, the stylist has to make money. Hence, I'm saying we can charge about 1,200 Rand for the whole day to do that. Because normally, if they do normal hairstyles, like when they twist the people's hair doing the locks, they charge, they make about up to 2,000 or more. So now, for spend that time, at least we need to accommodate that.
So when we're talking about turnover of the company, give us an idea of how the brand and the company has grown from the early days, as you said, back in the 90s, to what type of money you'll be able to make.
Actually, I'll keep, because it's two-folded. We talk the salons and we talk the product manufacturing. On the salon side, each salon, you're sitting at making about, between 80 to 120,000 a month per salon. But in terms of product manufacturing, we're looking at now we're sitting over about 25 million per annum that we're doing. So at least we're looking at growing as well, even further than that, because already we're in East Africa and West Africa, so that will double within a year.
As you say, you're looking to grow the brand in Africa now. Just looking at Nigeria, that's a burgeoning market. You've just come back from Kenya. You currently only have one salon in Botswana. What is your strategy for entering the African market?
The strategy is to franchise the Jabu Stone salons, because the only way to enhance the usage of the product is through the salons. So hence we're going to start the franchising the salons. After that, then we put the product into that. In Kenya, we are doing that, as we've done in Botswana. Ghana, we are doing that. So hence the East and West African market will go through that.
When you look at the type of trends that we're seeing in Africa, are there similar kind of trends when it comes to the type of hairstyles that people want? Is it similar across the board, or depending on the market that you're going into?
The trends are the same. Just the only thing you see now, people, they wear a lot of those Brazilian weaves. But if you look underneath those weaves, the hair is natural. So you can see people, they are moving towards now, but they can't take the transition period from relaxer to natural.
And you're trying to grow that. Do you feel that it's going to be a difficult battle trying to change that type of behavior?
The transition, it's a challenge because people don't want to look with a short hair that is not, because we can't lock the hair that is relaxed. So hence, they will wear the weaves or wear the wig. But we don't mind on that. Then after that, the person can start growing hair on locks.
From a costing perspective, as you say, it could cost up to 2,000 Rand in a salon here. Are you able to charge similar prices in Africa? Will people be prepared to pay those kind of prices?
Actually, when I was there in Kenya, I realized that the pricing is almost the same. Just the only thing, the difference, it's a currency. One is a shilling, the other side. But when you convert, you can see more or less they are charging towards the same.
Interesting that you've also opened up in East London. How's the business doing on the international front?
It's growing. It's growing very well. East London, Cape Town, those are our main salons.
Those are your main salons.
Yeah.
I mean, what market are you appealing to there?
You know, we're looking about middle up, middle low, because you see most of the women out there who are executives, CEOs, they want to have their own hair that is not added, no synthetic. That's the market I'm looking at.
2012, what's the hot hair trend?
Natural, natural, natural.
Mr. Jabu Stone, thank you very much.